What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul. This is the Leeds Therapy. Thank you as ever for stopping by. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you are doing well. Do this really fast. Yes, I have got glasses on. I do wear them sometimes. My eyes are very, very sore, so you're just going to have to put up with them. Apologies. This is going to be a late video. Nothing I can do about that, really. Just because I was at the gym and the information's come out, so I'm giving it to you now. Before we get into the video, if you just make sure subscribed, notifications turned on, you're commenting, liking, hyping, all of that good stuff, that would be greatly appreciated from myself. If you're listening to the audio version of this as well, just make sure that you like it for me. And again, that would be greatly appreciated. So it would appear that things are afoot and that things have changed from where we were sitting previously before, and things that we've thought might happen, might not happen in this world of transfers and how things generally tend to go. So let's just jump straight into it straight away. Julian Brandt joins Ajax on a 3-year deal. So contract until 2029. It's going to take him up until 34th birthday, I believe. But we had the issue yesterday where we thought that Sociedad were getting involved. That was then had cold water poured over it by Graham Smith and various other people as well. So it looked like that it wasn't Sociedad at all that were interested. It was Ajax, and unfortunately, it's just one of those things. You know, they can offer him a little bit more than what we can do, and maybe the petty person inside of me thinks that he didn't want to come and try it out in the Premier League. I don't know. Who knows? He wanted European football, all of that kind of good stuff. So it is what it is. He was on a free. He had offers on the table. I don't think he had the number of offers that he thought he was going to get, but he had offers on the table, and he's decided to go with Ajax for 3 seasons. Slightly easier league, the Dutch league, I will say. So fair play to him. That's up to him. They might have offered him a bit more money. It's one of the, the last contracts that he's going to be doing. So fair play to him. It's just one of those things. Look, we said that we were going to have to be patient with this type of thing, and that we were going to have to wait it out and see what would have happened, and just in case that the opportunity was there and we'd take it. Because look, I'm being petty about it, but he is a very, very skillful player. There's no two ways about that. He is what he is. He's a brilliant player, and he'll do well over at Ajax, I think. So yeah, one of those things. We're just going to have to take the medicine for what it is, and yeah, we lose out on a player. It's just one of those things. You can't win them all. You can't sign them all anyway. So I understand that some people are going to be frustrated with it. They're going to think that, oh God, we're up shit creek without a paddle, all of that kind of stuff. But my response to that would be just relax. I don't think we are. I think that we have been looking at other options, and Graham Smith has confirmed as much, that we are looking at other options. And in particular, because we couldn't get Brandt to sign before we went to America, we'd already moved on. So what I'm getting from this is that we've known about this since before we were going to the States to go and do pre-season. And because of that, we've been looking at other options and looking at different attackers that we can bring in, different people that could come in and maybe, do a job for us or that kind of thing. It's a bit weird. The camera angle's a bit different because I've moved stuff around today. There's new lights in the background as well. Hope you like them. So yeah, it is what it is. But it'll be interesting to see what's on the menu. And it would appear that we've gone back to summer 2025 because, ladies and gentlemen, it would appear that Igor Paixão is back on the menu. Now, my good buddy Joe Lynch did mention this. When did he mention it? He mentioned it a few days ago about Paixão, and he had a laugh about it. We all had a bit of a giggle about it and thought, well, that's interesting. Is that really a thing? Is that really going to happen? And it would appear that he is somebody that we are actually, deadly looking at. And I feel like I've gone back in time. Genuinely feel like I've gone back in time. So, listen, we know how good Paixão is. And I know a lot of people are like, oh no, but he snubbed us for Marseille before. He didn't. He was going to get ready to sign for us, and then Marseille just offered more money, so he ended up going there anyways. They wooed his family. and his family basically made the decision for him. However, what we do know is that Marseille are in a lot of financial trouble at the moment. They're having to sell players just to make sure that they survive financially and make it through to whatever the next situation is for them. So there is, again, a market opportunity for him. He's got a valuation, or a transfer market valuation at the moment, of around about 35 million euros. Transfer market tends to be a bit off on that, so it'll be interesting to see what the actual price of him might be. Would I like to see a Paixão back at Leeds? Yeah, of course I would. It's a left winger. He can play in a number of positions, in fairness. You know, he can play left wing, right wing. He can also play in the number 10 role as well, which is massive for us. We are looking for that creative spark. I mean, could you imagine that with Paixão, Okafor, Wilson? You'd be drooling. You'd be absolutely drooling at that. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens over the coming weeks. But I think clearly the situation has changed from before we went to America. And I think we'd actually moved on. We just didn't know that we'd moved on, and we weren't told, which is one of those things. Generally, we work in silence. It's just the way that all of these things tend to work out. So it's going to be interesting to see how it develops. We're now going to get linked with every single attacking midfielder going. Just wait over the next couple of days and the number of names that just come flying out of the blocks. So it'll be interesting to see how that one beds itself in anyway. So here we go again. Summer 2025, and we're chasing down Paixão again, which doesn't fill me with loads of hope. But would I have him at Leeds? Yes, of course you would. He didn't have the best start at Marseille, but he got progressively better as the season went on. So yeah, I'm disappointed about Brandt. That would have been a really, really nice signing to get. But listen, it is what it is. When you've got a player of that caliber and they've got offers coming in, they're going to take, and they're going to do what's best for them, and they're going to take the opportunity that's going to suit them the best. It is what it is. It's just one of those things. There's no sense in getting pissed off or annoyed about it. It is just what it is. It's going to do it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Short one, but I wanted to get the news out there. If you like the video, please like the video for me. That would be great. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're commenting, liking, hyping. And if you're listening to the audio, just make sure you're liking the audio for me as well, and that you're following on Apple and on Spotify. Take care of each other. Most importantly, take care of yourself. I will speak to you soon. Take care. Much love. Cheers.